Hi there, I'm Ben and welcome to part 5 of my Bioshock Infinite Let's Platinum walkthrough. If you want to know what we're doing here with regards to what I'm doing in this whole series, check out the first video which you can see in the top corner now. There I explain at the beginning of that video, I explain everything that we're doing, basically getting the Bioshock Platinum in one playthrough, getting all the trophies as we go. So yeah, there you've just been. We have now been introduced to lockpicks, and if you are on PS4 or have the Bioshock collection, then you're going to get 5 extra lockpicks there. That again is season pass sort of bonus. Lockpicks are kind of rare, but if you know where to look, that you can sort of find them, enough of them, but you can overlook them quite easily as well. Elizabeth does actually point lockpicks out quite often. So it's one of the things she will actually look out for. She won't throw them to you like she does with money and ammo and things like that. But she'll sort of look at them and there'll be a little aura around them. So you can see one on the floor here as well. I'm just going to order her to open this up. So the reason we want a lot of lockpicks is obviously for a trophy. We need to open or have her pick 30 locks. And we also need to make sure that we're able to get in all of these rooms as they come up, because we will not be able to return to them. And some of them, like this one, has some stuff that we need for trophies. It's going to have an infusion here. There it is. And there's going to be a voxophone in the next room. So we should be done with shield. So we're going to move on to salt, because that's the next most important thing, really. I've not been using plasmids, that's the old ones. I've not been using Vigors as much because the enemies are fairly easy now, so I'm trying to get all of the gun kills out of the way. You'll see me carry on doing that as well. There's another lockpick, and then I ordered her to unlock that safe as well. Well, I didn't order her, that sounds a bit oppressive. I asked her to open that safe. Safes are optional. If you are low on lockpicks, do not open safes. They have coin in them, and that's pretty much it usually. There is a lot. There was 200 and odd there. Yeah, if you're low on lockpicks, even if you're following along and I open a safe, but you are low, do not open the safe. It is just money, and you'll be able to see exactly what's in it as I do it anyway. But you want to keep a healthy sort of. Don't go really below 3 to 5, because we might come up to a door, you might not have enough lockpicks and you won't be able to get in it and you'll miss it, and you don't want to do that. So you will see me actually skip a safe in a moment, well, not in a moment, but later on. So we're going to get the shock jockey. That's essentially what we're working towards here. We are in Soldier's Field. We're about to enter Soldier's Field now, making our way to Hall of Heroes. There is another area that we go to, but I've just put them both in one video. And then we're going to do, in the next video, it's going to be Hall of Heroes, and then the run back to here. It'll all make sense in a moment why we have to do that. Here's another scope. We're getting through those. That was number, what was that, number 16, I believe. Yeah, we're getting through those. There's only 37 of them. Here's the other voxophone. Everything's nice and peaceful here at the moment. It's not going to be for much longer. Yeah, don't steal. That's steal from a cash register rather than just take the money without the notes in. So be aware of that. They will. They won't like that if you do that. We can get it later on if you really want to come and get it. But yeah, money's not going to be. We do need a lot of money early on. It's definitely helpful for upgrades and things like that. We do need to spend 10,000, but sort of about 3/4 of the way through the game is when you should sort of hit that 10,000 mark. But yeah, don't be wasting money on upgrades that you don't need as well. You're going to see me upgrade my first weapon later on. We do need to fully upgrade one weapon and one Vigor. Obviously, choose your favourite. My favourites are the Carbine, which we will actually be getting shortly for the weapon. Probably Possession or Booking Bronco, which we are going to get in this episode as well, for the Vigor. Booking Bronco, oh my god, I can't say it. is probably the best Vigor. It's the most versatile one. You can use it suspends the enemies in the air. So while I'm just sort of looking around these shops, there's not actually much in here. I'm looking for lockpicks because they are in this sort of place. There is actually one outside of here, weirdly. There's nothing in here, but there's one outside. Yeah, booking Bronco is the most versatile Vigor. It suspends enemies in the air, and then when you upgrade it, it's even longer, and it increases the damage that they take as well when they're suspended. And you can also sort of, as you shoot them, it will push them out over the void, over the fences or whatever, and they will drop to the floor or the ground below. We need that for a trophy as well. And it just completely freezes an enemy out, or a group of enemies out, if you use the trap version. So it is very, very good. We also have the trophy for using all 8 combinations of Vigors. We haven't done any of those yet, and that is for one reason. I'm going to make, once we have all of the Vigors that we need for that trophy, I'm going to sort of bring up on the screen a list of all the combinations, and then we're going to do them all in one go. Sort of when we get some weak enemies, and sort of restart the checkpoint, so we don't lose out on anything. Yeah, so don't worry about that yet. If you're wondering why I haven't done it, combinations, we will be doing it just all in one go, just to make it easier. So I could be doing them now, but you might miss it or whatever, or not have the right opportunity as I do. So yeah, we'll leave it. So we tried that switch. And we're not able to get the gondola to come, so that is why we need Shock Jockey, which is why we have to go to the Hall of Heroes and eventually come back to this place. Yeah, I'm trying to mix and match with the weapons here. I've got the carbine, probably my favourite weapon in the game. It's really, really powerful, and it's really good at range. I have the Headmaster gear as well, so it's really good combined with that, because if you get headshot with most enemies, like the first enemy in this fight, I was able to headshot him and it killed him in one go. I'm thinning their numbers out because I do have a shotgun, and obviously a shotgun is no good at distance, so I know there's one up there, at least one. I want to get to him and use the shotgun, because we will be getting a lot of weapons. They're all sort of coming up now. We also get the sniper rifle and the RPG in this section. So I want to try and get as many kills with weapons I don't really like. The shotgun is really good at close range. Obviously you can see there it just tears them apart. But at distance it's just not good. I think it's only Call of Duty multiplayer where the the shotguns are OP in that respect. But yeah, they are short range. It's not something I want to carry. Usually I'll have a carbine and the machine gun or something along those lines. My sort of favourite combo. So these are the weapons I'll also be upgrading later as well. But yes, upgrades, do sparingly. Here's a dollar bill. Do not use this. Again, we need to finish this whole game without using a single one. You should be doing fine with regards to money, ammo, things like that. Here's another lockpick. Make sure to grab that. And then we're going to go in this lift in a moment. Here is a Vigor upgrade machine. Nothing good in here, so we've got Crow's Trap and Devil's Kiss. Yeah, I mean, if they're your favourites, feel free. They do cost a lot, but I would definitely recommend Possession and Booking Bronco as your upgrade ones. So I've just skipped there the little scene. The lift will stop. You have to turn around, mess around with the fuse box, and then eventually you'll come up here. And then we're going to do some rummaging around in here. There's not too much. There's a locked door to the left hand side in a moment. We're just going to look in these toilets. There's another lockpick here, so make sure to get that. But in here there are some enemies. Imagine being caught out like that. But yeah, I'm using the shotgun because I want to use it so I can get rid of it. I will be getting rid of it shortly to swap it for an RPG. And then I'll just go all out with the RPG, killing even single enemies with it. Because again, I want to get rid of that so I can switch back to the machine gun, because that needs the most kills, 150, so I want that most of the time. But yeah, the carbine is going to be with me now. You also get the sniper rifle, but I'm going to leave that as well because there's a perfect place to farm the sniper rifle kills. It's where we'll also be farming the skyline kills and headshots, and also the gun that the Patriots use, the kind of machine or chain gun type gun. So we're going to go in this room now. There is a lock. You can see there's a turret there. There's a locked door here. The turret is hostile once you go in there and it spots you. So be prepared to take it out. I wanted to try and do it with a shotgun, but I just can't get close to it without it destroying me. So carbine it is. There is a lot of carbine ammo in here, so if you are using that gun, it's a good idea to come in here. We will be coming back this way later on, obviously, because we've got to get to that gondola station and use that. So here's another bit of gear. Don't need gear for trophies, but it's also good. It's always good, should I say. Swap it as you see fit. I'm going to stick with my... that is a good one. The reload speed one is a good one. But I want to keep my money. So every time I pick up Voxophone, there's a chance I will get some money from it. I'm keeping that one for now until I'm really flush with coin, or I don't have to worry about it anyway. And I can always switch it later on for the reload speed if I need to. There's another safe. 5 lockpicks. I only have 6, so that is being left for now. There is just money in there, so I'm leaving it. We may, if I'm able to find enough lockpicks on the way back, we may open it then. But again, it is just money. That is something we can get anywhere, really. Whereas missing a Voxophone is going to be a real big problem. Here's booking Bronco. This is our 4th Vigor, and arguably the best one. This in possession, you can just take care of enemies. Big groups of enemies very easily. That's grim. So we're going to watch the tutorial quickly. So just one use of it will lift them up, and the trap will sort of suspend them for longer. And it does work with multiple enemies. I'm not going to use it right away. There is a turret on the left hand side of that Hall of Heroes sign right at the back. You can see it just there. I'm going to possess that. You can do it from here if you line up properly. So it's possessed now. That's going to help with crowd control. Obviously there is a trophy for getting kills with possessed machines. I'm not sure how many it gets, if any. It does actually quite last a lot longer than I expected, but I'm trying to help it out here because they are fairly weak. Yeah, you can see how good the carbine is. You can just hide and just pick enemies off. And then, oops, I took Elizabeth's head off with that then. Having said that, I think it's this one. I just cannot get him. He will not go down. That's embarrassing. Right, done. So one of the Raven guys will appear. You remember the sort of first mini boss? That does count towards the David and Goliath trophy. Anything that's kind of big and scary does count towards that trophy. These are one of them. But you're going to see how little of a problem they are once we have booking Bronco. Just hit him, he takes extra damage, and he's dead. There is literally no problem once you have this Vigor. Doesn't work on all enemies, obviously. It doesn't work on Patriots and anything bigger, handymen. But small things just aren't a problem anymore. So there's quite a bit to actually find in here before we move on. We're going to go in here and just get the code book. There are Vox sort of ciphers around. There's not many of them in the game, but there are some. And you sort of decode them with a book. You need to go and find a book. And then you can decipher them, or Elizabeth will decipher them, and you can go in for some bonus stuff. It's not in this building. The cipher is in the building to the left, so we will be getting it in a moment. We're just going to get a few other things in here. There's a scope, Voxophone, and some more gear.
Look at this. A tower.
So we're just searching round.
Need money? Okay.
And Elizabeth is helping out as well.
Much obliged.
Here's what I'm going to do our first, or my first upgrade. I do a damage boost to the carbine because, I mean, as if it wasn't strong enough. Boosting its power is always good. Depending on what your favourite weapon is to what you would upgrade. Don't go mad with upgrades. There's no point. We need to upgrade Vigors. They are very expensive, the upgrades for Vigors. So just if you use the carbine as well, then stick that upgrade on there. It's the weapon I'm going to fully upgrade anyway. So it's 4 upgrades for the carbine. It's not the cheapest one to do, but it is the most useful. I think the cheapest one. There, you can see that aura, that purple aura. That's when Elizabeth spots something. Here's another piece of gear, not particularly very helpful. So we pick it up, but we don't need to use it. Yeah, I think the cheapest weapon to fully upgrade is the pistol. But I don't use the pistol, so it's just a waste of money. Carbine is the one I'll be going with. Up the stairs for another lockpick, actually. And somebody's obviously been trying to cheat these machines. There's a lockpick on the floor here. And the Voxophone, and then I'm going to go across to the other building.
All kinds of soldiers, but he only made one Cornelius Slate. My father followed him up San Juan Hill, through the legations in Peking, and as he put it, through hell the order was given.
Could have got some more of those kills, but it wasn't really worth it, the Skyhook kills, because we will be farming those in the same place as the sniper rifle, the kills while using a skyline, and the headshots on a skyline, along with a minigun. Lots of things in one place. It's really good. Get a lot of trophies out of the way. Here's the Voxophone, and then we're going to go and open up the secret Vox contraband stash, I suppose.
Found some old uniforms under the floorboards from the war. Took guesses as to why they were there, but who's there? You're Slate, right?
So you'll see these sort of red writing on certain walls, and Elizabeth will mention them.
Did you hear that?
Look. That's what the code.
So if you don't have the book, you'll have to go and find it. Obviously, she can't read it, but she does already have the book, so she will just sort of break it down and say, "Tip the hat," which is the clue, and the book has disappeared. Here's the clue to where the book is. You can see a red ring around that cannon there. So obviously you knew where it was anyway. And here's the hat. So interact with that. And we can go down and get another infusion. We're on 12 already. We're going to be super powered by the end of this game. Here's the RPG. I'm going to switch it out for the shotgun for a while. I don't really use the RPG late on even. So I want to get the kills out of the way. You're going to see me just use it on single enemies. I just want to get the kills done with it. Don't forget to grab the Voxophone on here as well. Another lockpick. Some cash on the floor. And then when we come back out of here, there are going to be some enemies. And I was trying to get them both with the RPG, but it is what it is. I have an RPG on me, so I will be more likely to find that sort of ammo. I didn't get it there. Never mind. I can't believe he survived that as well. See, you can obviously upgrade the damage on the RPG, but it just doesn't seem very reliable. And when you're using it as well, every sort of fight, there's a chance Elizabeth will throw you some more ammo. I'm not in line with her, so she's not throwing it. There she is.
Much obliged.
So in theory, I should have another 6 kills left. So I'm going to use that for now, because I want to get rid of it. Search these guys just in case, and yes, they do have some RPG ammo on them. I do find if you're carrying a weapon, that you are more likely to find the ammo that you need. Whether that's just me or whether it is an in-game thing, I don't know. It's like if you're not looking for red cars, you won't see red cars, but if you are, you will. It's that sort of thing, isn't it? It's not that it increases the amount. It's just that you're actually noticing them.
It'll take some scrounging, but I'll do my best.
So we're going to be using this skyline to get up to the Hall of Heroes now, and eventually find Shock Jockey. This video is not going to be in the Hall of Heroes, we're just getting up to it, and then the next video is going to be the Hall of Heroes, which is fairly long. There's a lot of fighting now. We're really getting into it with regards to fights. There's not as much downtime as there has been, especially the Hall of Heroes, and then there's a big fight to get back to the switch that we did very early on in this video. So there is a fight coming up. Nothing very difficult at all. There's just one more Voxophone here in this gondola. Some more RPG, which is good, because that's what I'm going to try and use. And then there's just one more scope, kinetoscope. There is a sniper here. He's going to be the first person to see you, and Elizabeth is going to throw you a sniper rifle. Obviously you can use the sniper rifle if you want, but I'm not going to use it yet. I want to get the RPG done and out of the way. Weirdly, he did only take one shot. That must have been a headshot from that far away. Pretty good shot. Whether he just takes one shot and that's it, which is more likely. So she's still going to throw me a weapon here. She will throw you the sniper rifle. I don't want it, so I'm going to switch back. Yeah, this is weird as well. Look at that massive gap, but I just hurt myself. Apparently it's not a big enough gap to fire an RPG through, so don't do that. Yeah, they will try and rush you. A few shotgun guys or just chunkier guys are going to try and get to you. So I'm going to get them with a RPG. And just use the combination of that and the carbine. Most of them will stay at the back. You're going to see them in a minute. They'll start shooting me. There he is. They're going to stay back there. It is quite deep, so if you fire an RPG, which you're going to see me do, it is more than likely going to miss. If you get those crosshairs, obviously you've hit. And if they do get hit with the RPG head on, it is going to kill them. See, that one missed. It's probably not the best idea to be using it at a distance. But I just want to get some kills with it. At this point, I'm just going to thin their numbers out, which is going to allow me to run up. Yeah, didn't work. Also didn't work. That one did. I think it took one or two out. So I think there's just the one guy left. So I'm going to go up and get him with the RPG. There isn't actually too much to find in here. Dollar bill machine here to the right, if I remember rightly. Do not use that. Some health up here if you need it. But you should be fine. There we go. Definitely better at close range. There is the scope we need. Just gonna have a look down here. Make sure to find all the sort of boxes or the enemy bodies and search them for anything. We're getting close with the coins in the cushion trophy as well. You should be getting up there, nearly at 200 now. So this is going to be the end of this video now. Go through those doors. That is the Hall of Heroes. So yeah, that's going to be the next video. Lots of action in there, some good stuff. I will show you, I'm just going to run around and then I will show you the 8 voxophones you should have got in this area. We will be going back through, so we can pick anything up that you've missed. Hopefully you haven't, but we are not locked off at this point. Even though we are entering a new area, we will be leaving that area and going back the same way we came, so don't worry. Right, I will leave it here. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.